Old Man Hawkeye, issue number 2. This is the battle you've been waiting for. Hawkeye versus the Orb. Well, not really. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about Old Man Hawkeye, issue number 2. First issue was so good that I have to review this second issue. Just for the cover alone is badass, as you get to see Clint in his kick-ass car, man. I mean, that is awesome. Unfortunately, you don't see the car in this issue. I was kind of disappointed in that. But in the last issue, we got introduced to the Madrox gang, and they got possessed by what you think is the Venom symbiote, and we wind up getting Marshall, or deputy, or whatever it is, Bullseye in here. So this is how the issue actually opens up. First off, this book is written by Ethan Sachs, and the art is done by Marco Cicchetto. The artwork is definitely not a disappointment. It's actually phenomenal. The characters look great. They're so detailed. Death scenes in here are really well done also. We get the Orb in this book, who looks really good too. He's always so funny looking. Bullseye's, like, inner workings, like, you get to see his cybernetic parts. He's kind of like the Terminator, as he gets to analyze people as he's interviewing them to see if they're lying or not, which I thought it was really cool. So, a lot of good-looking scenes in here that just, when you turn the pages of this book, you're like, man, this looks awesome. So, really good-looking book. So, let's talk about the story. First things first is you wind up getting Bullseye, Sheriff Bullseye or whatnot, and he interviews Jebediah Stane. And what happens is he's asking him a series of questions to find out where Clint is, because Clint is the one that caused the problem in his town, and so he's out to find him. And so what happens is, little we know, is that, yep, he kills Jebediah Stane. Yep, and I guess his wife winds up living. So he finds out the information of where Clint is at. So after we get done with that scene, we wind up seeing that Clint goes to this eye candy bar because he got tipped on where to find information to get his, to do his mission to get revenge on all the heroes, obviously, that died. And this is his mission before he goes blind. So when he goes into this bar, we wind up seeing that the man that's in charge of this bar is none other than the Orb. The most craziest Marvel villain or character that I know. He's a big giant eyeball head, and somehow he talks. And he's got these, like, girls that are with him that are like, they're like dressed like Elektra and Namorita, and it's hysterical, and it's really good. And he's such a chicken shit. It's like, you think that, like, he would fight Clint? No freaking way. He does not. He's just like, you girls go see what's after him. I don't know what he would sound like, because he's just this giant eyeball. And so, as the issue progresses, we get to see that, the Orb's cronies are like, the boss doesn't like who what's going on with you. And he's like, well, I'm a problem solver. And the next thing you wind up seeing is Clint goes to fucking town on all his little cronies. He shoots arrows at them and all kinds of stuff. He does miss again. So he's like, Clint, you gotta focus, man. You gotta focus. And there's all kinds of action. I mean, when you're reading this book, it's like a 5-minute read. But it's so freaking good. And so when Clint actually goes to the Orb to try to get information, we see that the Orb reads what happens, because obviously what Clint has gone through. And he's like, dude, I had no idea this went down like this. And you get to see all the heroes, basically when they're dead, and it was just a very dramatic event, obviously, what happened. So the Orb winds up giving him the information that is needed to, continue his mission. In the meantime, you wind up finding Bullseye, who goes to his daughter to see, hey, is your dad around? He's like, my dad doesn't come around, he comes around every so often or whatnot. So basically, doesn't get any information from her, really. And the next thing you wind up finding out is that Clint goes to his next location, which is Arcade's Murder World in Nevada, because that's the information that he got from the orb. And at the very end of the comic, you get to see how Jamie Madrox winds up, I guess, coming with the symbiote, the Venom symbiote, and what he looks like. And you can see that he's kind of cloned himself or made himself into Multiple Man, but it's not just Multiple Man, now it's like multiple Venoms, and it looks like he was going to eat Jebediah Stane's, like, wife or the bodies or whatever the case may be. Who cares? It's freaking cool, right? I love this series. I think it's really a great series. It's so entertaining, and you want to know what's next for Clint in his little journey to get revenge upon all his fallen heroes, right? This is a great book, and Old Man Logan wasn't in this issue, and you don't need Old Man Logan to sell this book. This is just like Clint here, you know? And really great stuff. I cannot wait for the next issue to see how this continues, what's next in Murder World in Nevada, and really great stuff. So if you guys did not check out issue number 1, I definitely suggest you check this out. This is a book that you must pick up and buy, especially if you're a fan of Old Man Logan. It has a similar tone, but this time it's just with Clint. So guys, leave me in the comments below what you thought of this book. At the end of the day, I think I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. And fans, until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider signing off. Pick this one up, guys. Take care. Bye.